Fundamentals of stage makeup over the summer of 2004, I got an A. Moving into the fall of 2004, intermediate acting, I got a C. I'm not really sure what happened there, but I do remember that in the final scene with my partner, we were slightly off mark on the stage, and we were given the domestic violence scene. So for the final, we were put into pairs, and then each pair was assigned a scene from a play that as a group we had all read and discussed the merits of, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And when we did the scene and he was supposed to grab me by the neck and push me back into the table, instead of hitting like the flat part of the back of the table, my back went into the corner of the table hard enough to knock me to the floor, from which I delivered my final line. And so, but I'm wondering, because that's a pretty major mistake to have made on the final, might have contributed to the C in a lot of ways. So. Abnormal psychology, I took again and got a B. Junior seminar in psychology, which is just for credit, was 1 hour. So it was 1 hour a week we had to go, and each week they had a different person come talk about what job they had in the field that required a bachelor's degree in psychology. So like people that did like HR, administration, to people who worked in juvenile detention centers and all that sort of stuff. English 345, drama, I got a B. Intro to Cultural Anthropology, retook it and got a B. Experimental Methods in Psychology, spring of 2005, I got a B. Music Theory 1 in spring of 2005, I got an A. Women's Glee Club F, University Band A. This was the semester where I switched jobs in the middle, and when I took the job that I switched to, because I worked my whole way through school as well, a job at a convenience store / gas station, and they had set schedules, and it didn't work with my schedule, but because it was like the last month, it was too late to withdraw, so I just had to take the F for not doing the final concert. It really kind of blows, but it's like, it's not worth any credit, but there's still this F on your transcript, but it's like, there's a good reason for it. So anyway, Modern Genetics, Biology 450, I ended up with a D. This class was way out of my zone. I really thought, oh, this will be interesting in modern genetics. This class was really dense and I'm surprised it was only 450. So Psychology of Personality, I got a B. Psychology of Sexual Behavior, got an A. Fundamentals of Perception and Sensation, I got a B. Intro to Formal Logic, I got an A. I remember that class very fondly, and I won't go into it, but it's one of my favorite professors, and when I went back for my second degree in philosophy, I ended up being able to have him again, and now, congrats, he's the department head, so hooray! Okay. Elementary Statistics and Social Sciences was a B. That class was one of those too where you're like, oh, this sounds like it might be, oh, it's kind of math, but it might be kind of fun. And then you get in there and you're like, how is this beating me over the head? Okay, Intro to Health Psych, got a B. Problem Solving and Decision Making, got a B. That class was super interesting. It was probably my favorite. English 695, Topics of the Hebrew Bible, is basically exactly what it sounds like. It's studying the Bible as literature, which in the Bible Belt was incredibly interesting. Jazz Dance 1, got an A. So spring of 2006, I graduated with my bachelor's degree in psychology. I went back down to Florida on a college program with Disney over the summer and the fall, where I worked at Muppet Vision 3D, the Epcot Food and Wine Festival, and then various other areas and things. And then in January of 2007, I got a job in marketing with McDonald's Corporation, and then moved into store management, assistant management in August of that year, because believe it or not, creating marketing campaigns and coupons and all of that stuff paid less than just being an assistant manager at a McDonald's. So take that into consideration. One more time for the people in the back. The job in marketing and inventing promotions that would get people to go to McDonald's and spend more money, that required a bachelor's degree, paid $9 an hour. Being an assistant salaried manager paid an average of $12.83 an hour. So then in the spring, that's right. I moved back in December of 2008 and then went back to K-State in January of 2009. I was looking into going to law school, and I wanted to get my GPA over the 3.0 hump to look better on my applications. I could go back for another undergraduate degree for like a year and do that. So let's see how that worked out. Philosophy of Mind, I got an A. Aesthetics, I got an A. Theories of Knowledge and Reality, I got a B. History of Modern Philosophy, I got an A. And then over the summer, I did an independent study. I'm not going to get into that, but this one was a mistake I could actually fix. I ended up having an F on my transcript in this that should have been an A. So just like checking your credit report, keep track of your academic record too. So in this independent study, I ended up doing it unlike Nietzsche and the metaphysics of reality, and but it's actually a paper that I wish I still had. Fast forward, and I lost a lot of stuff of mine, including like my hard drive getting destroyed and some pretty traumatic stuff that happened post this graduation that I won't be getting into here either, but it will be a topic of future series on my channel. Introduction to Philosophical Problems in the summer of 2009. I got a B. Philosophy of Science, fall of 2009, and I got an A. Philosophy 620, Analytical Philosophy, and I got a B. The assignment of this class is what I'm going to be applying in one of my series that I'm doing on my channel, and I'll mention that again in that series introduction to kind of explain what it is that I'm doing. Moral Political Philosophy, I got an A. Symbolic Logic 1, it was an A, so that's different from Formal Logic, so just FYI. Symbolic Logic 1, I got an A. Then History of Ancient Philosophy, I got a B. I remember this one, I think I almost missed the final because, like I said, I was working at Panera Bread and my schedule was like 5 a.m. to 1, and this class, I'm pretty sure it was this one, the final was scheduled to start at like 2 in the afternoon, and if we were super busy at Panera, like it was hard to get them to actually let you go, and like the store manager was at a meeting. It's what I vividly remember this because it made me so angry. We would count down our own drawers, but before we would leave, we would have to check out with the person who was on duty running the store. So he's in this meeting, so they're trying to be like, oh, just wait till he's done with this meeting, and I'm like, I literally can't. I was supposed to be off 30 minutes ago. I need to be at a final in 25 minutes. You can figure out your own life, but you are not going to ruin me over a minimum wage job serving sandwiches. Okay, so but just keep that in mind too. People who try to work through school, their jobs try to screw with them. Okay, so it's just like there's a thing for like these jobs literally do not care. Even when you're just a peon associate, you're a cashier at Walmart, Walmart don't care, right? You're working the bakery at Panera, Panera don't care, right? So topics of Metaphysics and Epistemology, spring of 2010, I got an A. Philosophy of Language, I got an A. Social Political Philosophy, I got a B. Then Problems of Psychology, Topics and Perception, summer of 2010. This was actually working in the Vision Lab, helping do experiments. So I had my set amount of time, and the students would come in and to do the subjects, but they were students. Because in undergraduate, the general psychology class, one of the requirements is that you have to be a subject participant in 3 studies. So they would come in and I would do the debriefing and explain what they were about to do on the task and then leave them to it, go out and come back when the time was up or they were done and keep the results in order and all that sort of stuff. One of the series that I do literally specifically requires that particular study to argue against something that somebody says. I know that sounds really vague, but if you watch it, then stay tuned on this channel, you'll see it. So then I continued in that into the fall of 2010, and I took the W because when they started doing another study, I really had an issue with the methodology, not actually going to how to articulate this well, that the way their method was not actually going to be testing what they said that they were testing for, and I genuinely wholeheartedly stood behind that, and I could not bring myself to participate in it and end up being involved with this weirdness, which is also going to be kind of peculiar to what I'm doing in one of the series that's on my channel. If you're seeing this in the future when that series has already started, you're going to know what I'm talking about. Okay, so Psych 460, Cognitive Psychology. I really enjoyed this class, and I think this was one where I just really didn't study hard enough. I ended up with a B. Topics of Philosophy, got a B. That was 90, that was naturalism. Okay, so at this point in time, for the last 3.5 years, it'll be 4 years in April, I have been working in the mental health profession field, same job, same everything, but I can't say any more than that about it. So that being said, welcome to my channel, and I hope that you enjoy my content. And as far as the makeup and health and beauty side of it all goes, this face was done all with cream shimmers.